Hello and welcome. At a packed TD Garden tonight, it's the Brooklyn Nets and the Boston Celtics. Game 4 of this first round series coming to you across YouTube, Periscope, and Twitch as we take a look at the Eastern Conference playoff bracket. Philly with a 3-0 lead on Washington. Earlier today, Atlanta took a 3-1 lead over New York. Milwaukee already taking care of Miami in a sweep. And meanwhile, in this series, it's 2-1 Brooklyn. All of a sudden, after a Game 3 win on Friday night for the Celtics, this series is on. And what a game it should be tonight. What's going on, Drew? Welcome into the broadcast. We're ready to tip things off from TD Garden. Yes, long time no see indeed. It's been a weekend full of streams for myself, commentating a variety of different games, but I've absolutely loved it on this Memorial Day weekend. And hopefully the Boston Celtics can pull off another upset tonight against Brooklyn. Obviously, the big storyline is that a full capacity crowd is permitted tonight at TD Garden. We saw it last night for the Bruins game. We see it tonight for the Celtics. It'll be an absolutely electric atmosphere inside TD Garden. Yes, fingers crossed indeed, Ben. I had a couple hours to rejuvenate and get ready for this game. Of course, Kyrie Irving was very quiet in Game 3 with 16 points on 6 of 17 shooting with just 2 assists. Perhaps the enormity of the moment with him returning to Boston got to him in the end. As we take a look at the Nets starting lineup, they go with Kevin Durant, Joe Harris, Blake Griffin, Kyrie Irving, and James Harden. On the other side for the Boston Celtics, it will be Evan Fournier, Jason Tatum, Tristan Thompson, Romeo Langford, and Marcus Smart. Oh yeah, Drew, there are plenty of NBA fans from across the pond. As we are underway, the Celtics control the opening tip, looking to even the series tonight. Brooklyn, meanwhile, trying to take a 3-1 series lead before the scene shifts back to Brooklyn, New York. Here's Evan Fournier finding Romeo Langford. Langford out to Smart. Here's a 3. Got it! Marcus Smart opens the scoring with a shot from downtown. TD Garden is already loud. Here are the Nets the other way. It's Kyrie Irving. Irving, the lob. That one off the rim. And the rebound secured by Smart. Smart, the no-look pass. Fournier, a 3. No good. Rebound secured by Harris. Now the other way, it's James Harden. Of course, on Friday night in Game 3, the Celtics got off to a sluggish start, but rebounded in a big way as Harden has it knocked away by Langford. It's turned over by Brooklyn again. Smart to the corner. Tatum, a 3. Yes! Jason Tatum knocks down the triple. The Celtics with an early 6-0 lead. A minute and 10 in. TD Garden is already buzzing. 6-0. Here's Irving from downtown. And he does get a whistle. 3 free throws on the way for Kyrie. Oh, yeah, absolutely. You do know your stuff, Ben. That's for sure. So 3 free throws here for Irving as he drew contact on the shot from way out. And Brooklyn will try to get on the board here as the boos rain down from the Celtics faithful. He knocks down the first. Here comes the second. A 7 p.m. start. By the way, Kemba Walker is out tonight with a left knee bone bruise. So Walker unavailable for this one. Robert Williams out as well. We saw him pick up an injury very early in Game 3, and he did not return. As Irving will hit the second as well. Now looking to make it 3 for 3. He got all 3. So Kyrie Irving scores the first 3 points of the game for the Nets. 6-3, Boston on top. Here's Marcus Smart. Bounce pass to Tatum. Tatum dribbling the baseline. Foul called on his way up. Called against Joe Harris. Yeah, no doubt about it, Ben. Momentum is a huge thing, especially in the sport of basketball where there can be huge swings when it comes to runs. And after the Celtics won Game 3, there's all of a sudden a belief that Boston can get themselves back into the series as Tatum connects on the first free throw. Chance of Kyrie sucks raining down from TD Garden as Tatum makes it 2 for 2 at the line. Celtics lead by 5. Harden gets it back from Joe Harris. Harden to Durant. Durant underneath. The reverse layup, no good by Griffin, but an offensive rebound by Irving. Durant will drive. Nice bounce pass down low, and the finish off the glass for Joe Harris. Here's Marcus Smart for Boston. Smart to Fournier. Fournier out to Smart. His three. Good. Marcus Smart with the third three of the game for Boston already. 11-3 the score. Now it's Irving. Flying the other way. Rolls it in with the right hand. Quick 2 points in transition for Irving. Now here's Jason Tatum. Tatum into the lane. And fouled on his way in. And they do rule the shooting foul. So Tatum getting to the line early and often. Your heart is ruling your head. I'm sure, Ben. Yeah, this is going to be one big game for sure as Tatum knocks down the first of 2 free throws. And Tatum will hit the second. 13-7, Boston lead. James Harden will take it up the floor. Guarded by Langford. Now Fournier picks him up. Bounce pass to Durant. Durant pulls up. Misses the shot from the right elbow. Jason Tatum securing the rebound. Tatum, spin move, fadeaway shot. You bet! Jason Tatum dancing all over Kevin Durant. 15-7, Boston lead. Here's Harden in transition. Foul called against Evan Fournier. Yep, fouls in the paint, certainly a good sign. Jason Tatum cooking early, also a good sign. Harden will shoot 2. It was a free throw heavy Game 3, and we could see the same story tonight in Game 4. First one bounces in. A quick 9 points early on for Jason Tatum in this game. It's fantastic to see 17,000 plus packed into TD Garden for this one. A near full capacity crowd. Harden converts both free throws. 15-9, Celtics leading by 6. Here's Tatum. Tatum to the corner. Langford pump fake, drives, shot from the baseline, no good. And on the fight for the rebound, it's last touched by Boston, Brooklyn basketball. Ball in Irving's hands, then the boos follow in sync. Irving, a 3? No. And Tatum leaves it. Celtics ball. The Celtics fans certainly relishing in delight every time Irving misses a shot. 8:28 left in the opening quarter, early stages of Game 4. Here's Marcus Smart to Fournier, top of the key. Fournier, the step back three. No good, but Langford rises up and throws it down. Romeo Langford with a great follow-up, 17-9 Celtics lead. Here's Kevin Durant. Durant pulls up, knocks it down from the elbow. Yeah, I know, Ben. Same here. Here's Marcus Smart. Smart off balance, goes cross court for Fournier. Fournier into the lane. Foul called, and he'll shoot two. More trips to the line here for Boston in this first quarter. Let's go back to that Langford slam dunk. Just perfect timing on the rebound. He rose up at just the right time to throw it down off the Fournier miss. First free throw is good. Yeah, it's not looking like the Nets want to play D early, Ben. Brad Stevens, of course, in his 8th season as Celtics head coach. A 38-38 record for Boston this season. When you include the playoffs. And Durant is fouled on his way to the hole. Foul against Tristan Thompson, who had a fantastic performance on Friday night. Or will it actually be on the floor? Yep, no shooting foul. So the Nets just retain possession. Here's Durant cutting to the rim. And a foul called against Tatum. And that will warrant 2 free throws as Durant will head to the stripe. (19-11), Celtics up by 8 early. He sinks the first one. Second one to come. On this Sunday night from Boston, the scene will shift back to Brooklyn for a Game 5 on Tuesday. Durant knocks down both. It's a 6-point Celtics lead. Smart finding Thompson. Back to Smart. Smart picks up the dribble, gets it to Tatum. Jason Tatum guarded by Griffin. Tough shot. No good. And Harden's there for the rebound. James Harden for 3. Well short. And now Tatum takes it the other way. Pushes it ahead. Fournier, nice move. Dishes it off. Thompson with the finish. Beautiful ball movement by Boston. It's a 21-13 lead. Yes, Ben. I've been to TD Garden 4 times, I think. I've been to 3 Celtics games and 1 Bruins game at TD Garden. Here's Irving, a corner 3. That's no good. It's definitely hard to go. Even though I live so close, it's hard to go because the ticket prices are ridiculous. Here's Fournier from downtown. No good. Thompson the rebound. Thompson goes up, rejected by Harden. And now Durant taps it ahead to Irving. Now here's James Harden over to Durant. Durant takes it and makes it. Another shot from that right elbow. That's the spot that Durant likes. And a timeout called by the Celtics. 21-15. Boston are leading early. 6:06 left in the first quarter. Action continues in Game 4 right after this. Welcome back, everybody. You've done the virtual stadium tour and the Hall of Fame tour, Ben. That's awesome. Yeah, it definitely is very cool. It's a cool arena, TD Garden. I definitely would recommend anyone to check it out if you're in Boston. Last night in Game 1 of the second round between the Islanders and Bruins, there were 17,400 in attendance. Similar numbers tonight for the Nets Celtics. Yesterday, all restrictions were lifted in the state of Massachusetts. And that means 100% capacity as Tatum takes it in and makes the shot plus the foul right out of the timeout. Jason Tatum with a 3-point play opportunity. Past the midway point of quarter one. And Tatum will convert on the free throw attempt. Yeah, I've noticed that, Ben. Yeah, as Kevin Durant drives here, the layup good. I mean, some D1 college arenas for basketball here in the U.S. some are even bigger than NBA arenas. It's crazy. As Tatum cuts, gets the pass, layup no good, and now the Nets come the other way. Irving steps into a three, knocks it down. 24-20, it's a 4-point game. Irving with 8 points. Here's Smart, kicks it out to Fournier. Fournier drives, the floater good, plus the foul. Another and one opportunity, this time for Evan Fournier. Fournier looking good early in this one. And now he'll try to make it a 7-point game. You'd love to go to Kansas, Ben? Yeah, Kansas. Yeah, that would be cool. They have a really historic arena there. I lived in Kentucky for 2 years, and I went to Rupp Arena, where University of Kentucky play. Actually, it was Kentucky against Kansas. That was an awesome experience. Rupp Arena holds like 21,000. It's insane. Here's Durant. Oh, what a shot, plus the foul as well. From the tightest of angles, able to bank it home. Drew the contact also. Foul called against Tristan Thompson. Both teams already over the limit, and there's still about 5 minutes left in the quarter. Here comes Durant's free throw. It's good. 27-23. Back to a 4-point Celtics lead. Here's Peyton Pritchard into the game for the first time. Hands it off to Smart. Smart's three is short. Rebound by Irving. Irving. Rejected. But a foul called against Smart. Wow. Oh, man. It looked like all ball. I like to see it again. The Celtics fans not happy about that call. Yeah, I guess he got some of his left arm. Yeah, Duke as well, Ben. Absolutely. Cameron Indoor Stadium looks really cool. Yeah. Irving with 8 points tonight. Make it 9. First free throw is converted. Jason Tatum set to re-enter for Boston. Smart's on the bench right now. Irving hits both free throws. It's a 2-point game. 27-25 Celtics. As Peyton Pritchard crosses half court. Now it's Tatum. Into the lane. Backs it out. Guarded by Durant. Screen set by Grant Williams. Tatum launches from deep. No good. Ball batted around. Last touch by Brooklyn. It stays with the Celtics. Steve Nash clearly disagrees with the decision. It will be Jason Tatum to inbound. He gets it to Williams. Now out to Pritchard. Pritchard taking it underneath the hoop. Back outside to Tatum. Tatum, the drive. Triple teamed in the lane. Snatched by Williams. Out to Pritchard. A three, no good. And the rebound is claimed by Irving. Nesmith took a tumble. Irving pulls up. Foul called against Aaron Nesmith. So more free throws for Irving. He's been at the line often tonight. Yeah, I'm sure it was incredible, Ben, when you guys played Duke in London. That must have been very, very cool. First free throw, good. And now Irving with a chance to tie the score. A deep breath from Kyrie. And the second one takes a friendly roll in, 27-27. What's going on? Dominic, greet your good friend. All right. Hello, Langer Swans. Hope I'm pronouncing that right. Hello to you and Dominic as well. Thanks for tuning in. Meanwhile, at the other end of the floor, Tatum is fouled. He'll shoot two. Yeah, Ben, that's crazy. They had 16 managers when you had one. It's German. Yeah, I had a feeling. Yep. Did I pronounce it right? Did I pronounce it right? Langersvans. I know the W is pronounced like a V, right? As Tatum knocks down the first free throw. Very good pronunciation. All right, I appreciate that. Try my best. Jabari Parker enters for Boston. Both free throws are good. 29-27. Celtics back in the lead. Irving to Durant. Durant with a drive and the one-handed flush. Throwing it down with the right hand. 13 points for KD. The score is tied again. 29 all. 3 minutes left in the quarter. That gets away from Tatum. Last touch by Landry Shamet. It remains Celtics ball with 9 on the shot clock. Going back to that Durant dunk, he just blew by Parker and forget about it then. Here's Pritchard. Off balance shot won't fall. Irving gets the rebound. Irving off the glass. Can't bank it home. That ball rolled off the rim. Here is Fournier the other way. Fournier attacking. Denied at the rim. What a block there by Claxton. Here's Shamet to Irving. Pump fake. Irving back to Shamet. Shamet going to the hoop. Knocked away by Tatum. It'll stay Brooklyn ball and a timeout on the floor. 2:26 left in the opening quarter of play. A good game thus far. 29-29. Kevin Durant has come to play. We're tied. Final minutes of quarter one are next. Welcome back. What a great sight. A full crowd at TD Garden. 17,000 plus. Yeah, I'm sure that was true, Ben. That Duke even made the best teams in Europe, like Real Madrid and Barcelona, look like amateurs. Steve Nash leading Brooklyn his first season as a head coach. He had no previous coaching experience in the NBA. As Brooklyn have the ball with 2:15 left in the first quarter. Here's Durant, contested shot, no good. Parker the rebound. This is Pritchard to Parker. Parker driving, laying it in with the left hand. Jabari Parker puts Boston back in the lead, I should say. Into the final 2 minutes of quarter one. That's a poor pass by Harden, turned over, the steal by Ojale. Now it's Pritchard, an open lane to attack. He lays it in. Peyton Pritchard attacking the basket. 33-29, Celtics lead. Irving defended by Williams. Irving high off the glass, can't get it to go. Durant and Irving, by the way, have accounted for 25 of Brooklyn's 29 points. Pritchard again takes it in strong, can't convert this time. Now it's Harden. Nice pass inside, spin move. Durant can't connect, collects his own rebound, and it's off of Durant. Celtics ball. He was rejected and it went right off his head and out of play. Grant Williams with some superb defending to deny Kevin Durant. Yeah. Here's Peyton Pritchard for the Celtics, who lead by 4. Pritchard to Jabari Parker. Parker lost the handle, diving for the ball is Pritchard, but coming away with it are the Nets. Irving, no look pass. Durant taking it along the baseline. Fouled on the reverse layup attempt. He'll shoot 2. So Durant goes back to the line. .29 seconds to play in the quarter. First free throw, good. It's been a very entertaining start to this game. As Durant will hit both free throws. It's a 2-point game. Tatum brings it up court. Guarded by Durant. Just a 6-second difference between the two clocks. Tatum for 3. No good. But a foul underneath, and it goes against Brooklyn. Semi Ojale fouled by Johnson. And so the shot clock is off. 8 seconds left in the quarter. Ojale will take a pair of free throws. Johnson was claiming he was pulled down by Ojale, but the referee's not having it, as Ojale misses the first. Substitutions on both sides. Irving back in. It looks like Parker's taking a seat for Boston. Irving hits the, Ogilvy hits the second, 34-31. Nets down by 3. Well, the Celtics backed off. They could have pressed as Durant pulls up, knocks down the shot, 2.7 seconds left. Inbounded to Williams. Williams will launch. No good off the backboard, but couldn't quite connect from deep. And that's the end of the first quarter. And what a great first quarter it was. 34-33, the Celtics with a 1-point lead over the Brooklyn Nets in a pivotal Game 4. Action continues after this, second quarter on the way. We go to quarter 2 as the Celtics and Nets face off in Game 4 of this best-of-7 first-round series. After the Celtics took Game 3 on Friday night, all of a sudden the series has gotten very interesting, as many, including myself, after the first 2 games, thought this could be over tonight, but that's far from the case. Yeah, I'm with you, Ben. Yeah, exactly. I'd have taken the score before the game as well. I'm with you on that. The Celtics, they have to, they can't fall behind by, like double digits. They've got to, and hopefully they can keep the lead as well, because if they do fall behind by, say, like 5 points, it's not the end of the world. But once this Brooklyn team gets on a roll, then you're in trouble. So they just can't let that happen. But as long as they keep it close, they're giving themselves a chance, as Landry Shamet on the fall away hits the shot, and the Nets grab the lead, 35-34. By the way, so far in this game, the Nets are a perfect 14 of 14 at the line. The Celtics 11 for 12. Here's Langford into the paint. Out to Ogilvy. Ogilvy drives the baseline. Can't lay it in. Rebound by Harden. Now here come the Nets in transition. Harden back from Shamet. Harden for 3. Got it. James Harden with the 3-point connection. It's a 4-point Brooklyn lead. Here's Evan Fournier now. Fournier guarded by Johnson. Now picked up by Claxton. Claxton going for the ball. Fournier finds Grant Williams. Williams turns on Harden. And he cannot finish. Collects the rebound, though. And a foul against Brooklyn is called. That was a very bizarre sequence because I could have sworn the referee along the baseline was signaling a double dribble, but no whistle ever came. And the play continued, and credit to Grant Williams, who just kept at it. The Celtics keep possession. Here's Peyton Pritchard. Pritchard to the corner. Williams had it stripped away, but it falls to Pritchard. He shoots a three and connects. The shot clock was at 1, and Peyton Pritchard hits a huge three-pointer. 1-point game, 38-37 Brooklyn. Harden ahead to Shamet. Shamet inside, but Claxton couldn't secure it. Knocked away by Fournier. The Celtics come up with the steal. Pritchard, though, turns it back over. That's thrown away to Shamet. Shamet ahead to Harris. Harris a pump fake. Now takes it to the low block. Finds Harden, who ferociously throws it down with the left hand. James Harden with 7 points. And that quiets the crowd at TD Garden. 3-point game. Here's Ojale, a corner three. In and out. Claxton the rebound. Durant and Irving both on the bench for the Celtics. Tatum hasn't been out there this whole quarter. Here's Joe Harris outside, taking a dribble in and knocking down the deep two is Johnson. A timeout called by Brad Stevens. Brooklyn have a 5-point lead, their largest of the night. 42-37 the score, 9:10 left in the half. Brooklyn coming alive. They're up by 5. Action continues in Game 4 right after this timeout. Welcome back. A 5-point lead for the Brooklyn Nets. 42-37 the score. Early second quarter. As the Celtics face the full court press of Brooklyn. Marcus Smart takes it across half court. Now it's Fournier top of the key. He finds Tatum. Tatum into the lane. Kicks it to the corner. Langford a three. No. There for the rebound was Bruce Brown. His first action of the night. Harris to Harden. James Harden working on Fournier. Out to Harris it goes. His three is good. And the Brooklyn Nets now have an 8-point lead. 45-37. Here's Evan Fournier. He'll get it back from Smart. Now it's Tatum on the left wing. Double team emerges. Tatum looking cross court. Gets through to Smart. A blocking foul plus the basket. Marcus Smart banks it in. A 3-point play chance. How about that from Marcus Smart? Yeah, both teams with plenty of free throws so far this game. Celtics looking to do something here in this quarter to get the crowd alive again. And that might be it. Free throw is good. It's a 5-point game. Brown guarded by Smart, picks up the dribble. Brown finds Johnson. Now it's Harden on the right wing. He's guarded by Smart. Screen set by Griffin. Fournier picks up Harden. Harden with the drive. High off the glass and in. Nice finish by Harden with his strong hands. He's got 9 points. Fournier thought about the three. Now takes it. Off the mark. And there for the rebound is Brown. Harden once again aggressive, attacking and finishing. Left-handed finish for another 2 points. The Nets lead is 9. Harden 7 for 7 so far tonight. Sorry, not Harden. The Nets are 7 for 7 is what I meant to say. The Celtics, meanwhile, 2 for 8. Here's Langford in the corner. Langford takes it in the lane. Shot won't go, but he does get the whistle. Yeah, that's an interesting point, Ben. I mean, perhaps. I don't know if Brad Stevens fully trusts Taco Fall to to play in a big game like this. Whether that's fair or not, I don't know. I don't know if Stevens would be comfortable with doing that. I mean, it might work. I don't know. Taco just might be a bit too slow to keep up with Claxton because Claxton can, he's definitely very tall, obviously, and that's why you'd want to put Taco on him. But Claxton can be a little quick as well, which could pose a problem for Taco Fall if he was put in. But I see where you're coming from for sure. But I don't know. Durant, Harden, and Irving have 40 of Brooklyn's 49 points tonight. Both free throws were good. It's a 7-point game. Here's Brown who puts it in with the right hand. The Nets are really getting into a rhythm. They have 51 points, and we're not even midway through the second quarter. Here's Smart, bounce pass down low. Langford rises. The rim rejected him, and he does earn a trip to the line. Foul called on the play. Yeah, I mean, no, I definitely understand what you're saying, Ben. But just the fact that Brad Stevens has only ever put Taco Fall into the game when it's garbage time in a regular season game, I just don't think he'd really feel comfortable with putting Fall in a big moment in the playoffs. But I mean, obviously, he has to do it at some point if Taco Fall's ever going to be a true contributor for an NBA team. But, Who knows when that moment will be, but both free throws are good. It's 51-44 Brooklyn. Irving to Harden. Harden guarded by Tatum. 7 to shoot. Harden to Irving. He'll launch from downtown and connects. It's a double-digit Nets lead, 54-44. 15 points for Irving. The Nets opening up a 10-point lead. A corner three from Fournier is good. A much-needed three-point make right there. Midway point of the second quarter, it's a 7-point game. Boston are only shooting 29% from three. The Nets, meanwhile, are shooting 57%, but it's a little deceiving. They've only attempted 7 threes, making 4 of them. As Harden drives, rolls it in. The Nets are just scoring for fun right now. It's 56-47. Here's Smart. Over to Fournier, top of the key. Evan Fournier spinning. Now finding Smart. Smart to Tatum. Here's Jason Tatum, guarded tightly by Harden. Shot clock winding down. Off-balance pass finds Fournier. He'll launch an air ball from 3, and the shot clock expires. A great defensive possession from Brooklyn right there. Yeah, that's true. No, I that definitely is a valid point. I mean, if they put Taco in, that definitely could catch Brooklyn off guard. Irving misses the pull-up shot. Here's Tatum flying the other way, but it's stripped by Brown. Bruce Brown in transition. High arching shot, no good. There's Griffin underneath. Out to Irving. His 3, in and out. Tristan Thompson collects the rebound. But a technical foul has just been assessed, and they're giving it to Jason Tatum. Wow, Tatum is absolutely furious right now. Tatum not happy at all. The fans booing. So Irving will get a free throw, in which he hits, and now Brooklyn get the ball. Wow, what a letdown that is for the Celtics. Yeah, I know, Ben. The way Brooklyn are scoring right now, it's not the Celtics will have no chance. Let's be honest. Let's be real. They've got to make some stops. They've got to slow down this Brooklyn offense, because there's no way we're going to score as many points as Brooklyn at the rate the Nets are scoring at right now. It's 57-47. Tatum goes up, and it was partially blocked. It stays with Boston, although Blake Griffin believes that was last touched by Tatum. 9 to shoot. The Celtics will keep it. This is inbounded to Williams. Now Tatum driving underneath, out to Langford. Langford to Williams. He'll swing it around. Smart, a deep 3. Too strong. Irving grabs down the rebound. Irving with a nice move, takes it in and scores. 59-47. Brooklyn by a dozen. Now at the other end, Smart drives. Foul called on Bruce Brown. Boston now are in the bonus, so any foul from here on out against Brooklyn will result in Boston free throws. Look at the upcoming NBA playoff schedule. A pair of Game 4s tomorrow. Sixers Wizards at 7 Eastern time. Then at 9:30, the Jazz and the Grizzlies face off. Of course, Philly has a chance to sweep Washington while Utah lead Memphis 2-1 in that series. Those are the two 1 versus 8 series in each conference, as both free throws are knocked down. It's a 10-point ball game. 59-49, final 4 minutes of the half, and Harden misses a three. Tatum far ahead. Grant Williams can't save it, though. He wasn't anticipating the pass, and a poor turnover there by Boston. The margin for error is slim to none for the Celtics if they want to win this game. That's a bad turnover in that moment. Here is Irving, a three, got it. Wow. Must go inside now for the rest of the quarter. Oh, were you outside? Okay. Well, there you go. Is Smart will kick it out. Irving now with 21 points, by the way. Here's Smart for three. No good. And a foul by Thompson underneath. Thompson with just 1 offensive rebound after he had 9 offensive rebounds on Friday night. 13-point ball game. Irving launches from deep again. This time won't hit. The putback won't fall for Brown. Now here's Tatum. Tatum underneath. Thompson bats it out to Grant Williams. Williams, a step back three. Good. Grant Williams with a big 3-point make. It's a 10-point game into the final 3 minutes of the half. Here's Harden taking it inside. Left-handed layup is good. The Celtics just can't stop this explosive Brooklyn offense. Nets lead by a dozen. James Harden with 15 points after his 6th field goal. Here's Marcus Smart. Smart into the lane. The shot is good. And it's back to a 10-point game. The question is, can the Celtics make must-needed stop? 64-54. Here's James Harden. Harden, double teamed. Now it's Irving. Banks it in. Off the window from Kyrie Irving. Brooklyn by a dozen. Smart finds Tatum. Tatum spinning into the lane. Out to Langford. He steps back for a three. No good. Thompson fighting for the rebound, and a foul called against Bruce Brown. And now Thompson and Brown are getting into it. The tension's rising. 1:39 left in the half. A timeout on the floor. Brooklyn by a dozen. I'll be back after this. Welcome back. Late second quarter. As the Brooklyn Big Three tonight have delivered. Irving with 23 points, Durant 17, and Harden 15. Those three have accounted for 55 of Brooklyn's 66 points. Wow. Yeah, it's I don't know, Ben. I think we can stick with man to man. The Celtics just got to wake up. I mean, they're letting the Nets walk it to the basket. Thank you, Rude Boy TV, for joining. I appreciate it, man. As Tatum knocks down the first free throw. I wouldn't say a zone defense particularly plays into the hands of Brooklyn, but I feel like it wouldn't really help the matter. I think they just got to play better man to man. I mean, they've got to clog the lane. I mean, Brooklyn are just taking it in. If you let them take threes, then so be it. I mean, let them take those shots from outside, but you can't let them take it right into the rim. I mean, that's inexcusable. So 1 for 2 was Tristan Thompson at the line. It's an 11-point game. That's knocked out of play by Kevin Durant. It will stay with the Celtics. Which Boston team is loved the most? Patriots, Celtics, or Bruins? Well, I'm also a big Red Sox and Revolution fan. I don't know, Ben. I love all of them. It's hard to say. It's hard to say. I don't love one more than the other, to be honest with you. I'm just a big Boston sports fan all around as Kevin Durant connects on the mid-range shot. It's a 13-point Brooklyn lead, 68-55. Here's Evan Fournier. Fournier for three. No good. A minute to go in the half. Here is James Harden. Harden to Kyrie Irving. Irving is guarded by Thompson. Irving putting on the moves. Can't make the shot, but an offensive rebound. Here's James Harden. Harden finds Harris. That three is good. And the Brooklyn Nets are opening it up. It's 71-55. Smart will launch from deep. That's off the mark. Rebound by Thompson. The putback is good. Reminder that coming up next, it's the halftime report. Stay tuned for that. You forgot those two? No worries. Yeah, I don't have a favorite, in all honesty, Ben. I love all of them. James Harden defended by Evan Fournier. Harden goes to work. Left-handed floater is good. The Nets just keep on scoring for fun. 8 seconds left in the half. The lead is 16. Here's Jason Tatum looking to get a shot off. Instead finds Fournier. The buzzer beater. Good. He knocks down the corner three as time expires. And that is the end of the first half. So at least the Celtics end the first half on a good note. But the Brooklyn Nets carry a 73-60 lead into the locker room and are halfway to taking a 3-1 series lead. Still plenty of time left in this game. The Nets up by 13 at the interval. After the break, it'll be the halftime report. Stay tuned for that. It's game 4 of this first round series between the Brooklyn Nets and the Boston Celtics. Are any old players at the game? No, not that I've seen, Ben. There might be, but they haven't, showed any on the TNT broadcast. They haven't. There's been no mention of any former players at the game. There might be, but they haven't mentioned any. No. I'll be back after this, folks. I'll step aside for a moment. Halftime report right around the corner. Welcome into the halftime report. Kyrie Irving, after a very quiet game 3, has certainly delivered so far in game 4 tonight. Some big time shots. All of the big 3 has been contributing greatly tonight for Brooklyn. It was quite the offensive display in that first half. 73 points put up on the board in the first half tonight. Irving with 23 points. Durant had 19. Harden 17. Those three combining for 59 of the team's 73 points. That's quite something. Have the Nets beaten the season, the playoffs before? I don't know for sure, Ben. That is a good question. I feel like they did when they were the New Jersey Nets. Did they ever beat the Celtics? I don't know. I know the Celtics and New Jersey Nets back in the day met in the playoffs a couple of times, but did the Celtics get the better of them every time? I'm not sure. I've got to do some research on that. But yeah, that is a good question. As the Nets are looking to take a commanding 3-1 series lead. And Brooklyn in this game have just been on their game. You know, it was a very close first quarter, but particularly in that second quarter, the Nets just absolutely took off. I mean, one as I said earlier, once they get going, there's really no turning back. And maybe this halftime break is what the Celtics needed, because perhaps they could catch the Nets out of rhythm a bit right out of the gates in the third quarter. That's why I can't stress enough how important it will be for Boston to get off to a strong start in the second half if they want to even have a chance. I mean, I said the Celtics had to keep it within a single-digit deficit to stay alive. I mean, they're not out of it, obviously, but they are down by 13, which is, the most they can be down by without really having this game get out of reach, in my opinion. So it's certainly of the utmost importance that the Celtics do have a strong start to the second half. And it's not like the Celtics struggled offensively. I mean, they had 60 points. The problem is, despite putting 60 points on the board, they still trailed by 13. The defense was the issue. I mean, as you said, Ben, earlier, the Nets, the rate they're scoring at, there's no way the Celtics are going to keep up with that. I mean, 60 points after one half isn't bad, but when you're allowing 73, it's just not going to be nearly enough. So the Celtics need to make stops. And the question is, how do you slow down the big three? I mean, obviously it's easier said than done, but some plays were just too easy for Brooklyn to execute. I mean, just really poor defending, where whether it be Harden, Irving, or Durant, they were allowed to just take it right to the rim without even really having to fight their way through. The Celtics defenders just kind of let them go. I mean, it has to be better than that. It simply has to be. And as I mentioned earlier, it's okay to let them shoot outside shots. If they make them, then okay, fair game. But you can't be gifting them those type of shots. You just can't be. So this will be I'm sure, a big talking point in the locker room for Brad Stevens as he talks things over with his team. And obviously it's a game the Celtics simply have to win. If they go down 3-1, then, there's almost a 0% chance that the Celtics are coming back from a 3-1 deficit against this Brooklyn team. So it's not a desperate situation yet for Boston, but the start to the second half will be key. If the Celtics can't get off to a strong start in the second half, then playing catch up by, trailing by a dozen and not being able to make stops, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. So that's why this start to the third quarter right out of the gates has to be strong by the Celtics. They started this game pretty nicely. They had those two quick threes out of the gate to get the fans at TD Garden on their feet. I'm looking for a similar showing to start the third because they'll need it. What's going on, CWE? Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, I am a Celtics fan, as you can tell. And hey, a little bit of a rough first half, but still a whole nother half to go. We'll see if the Celtics can somehow pull this game out. It won't be easy at all. Brooklyn leading by 13. I'll get you set for the second half next. Stay tuned. Welcome back into the halftime report. That's right, CWE 2002. Yeah, I knew I had a feeling that the Nets beat the Celtics in at least one series. Yeah, that's right. Back in 2002, they beat the Celtics in the Eastern Conference Final. Yeah, I think that's the only time as well, but that might change soon. Hopefully not. I'm trying to keep my faith up as a Celtics fan, but yeah, that's right. Paul Pierce was very young back then. Absolutely. Coming up later tonight, it's a first round matchup out west, game 4 between the LA Clippers and the Dallas Mavericks. The Mavericks, of course, have a 2-1 series lead. What a big game that will be tonight as Kawhi Leonard and the Clippers face off against Luka Doncic and the Mavericks. Meanwhile, after the break, it's back out to TD Garden, second half of Nets Celtics. After the break, 73-60, Brooklyn on top as we head to quarter 3 next. Welcome back, everybody. The stage is set for the start of the second half. Brooklyn with a 73-60 lead, and we'll see what quarters 3 and 4 have in store for us from TD Garden in Game 4. Looking back at the comments here, how long have I been a Celtics fan? CWE, since the day I was born. I'm from Boston. I was born in Boston. I grew up here, well, just outside of Boston. So I've been a Boston sports fan my whole life since I was born. So, which was 2004, by the way. So you do the math there. The first quarter was 34-33 Boston, but then Brooklyn outscored the Celtics 40-26 in the second quarter. Yeah, I'm with you on that, Ben. I don't like Durant, Irving, or Harden. I don't like any of them. If Brooklyn move on, which they probably will, let's be real. I hope they lose to Milwaukee so bad. I really do. Irving finds Durant. Durant with the fall away, and that rattles home. The Nets lead by 15. Not a bad way to start the third quarter for Durant. Meanwhile, the other way, Smart's fouled on the shot. And he'll shoot two. Thanks, everyone, for tuning into the broadcast tonight as Smart knocks down the first free throw. Houston 76. That's awesome. That's awesome. Oh wow, your school in London had a poster of Dave Cowan. That's great. Smart misses the second. Rebound eventually hauled in by Blake Griffin. 75-61. The Nets by 14. Here's Kyrie Irving guarded by Romeo Langford. Irving will take it strong. A left-handed layup, no good. And a foul called against Fournier on the rebound. So far tonight, Durant has 21. Irving has 23 points. So Brooklyn maintained possession after the foul was called against Boston. All smiles right now on the Nets bench as they have a comfortable lead at the moment. Durant gets it to Irving. He'll shoot the three, and another foul against Fournier. So 3 free throws now for Irving. Not a good start to the second half for Fournier. First free throw is good. What's going on, Luxor's Multiverse? Thanks for tuning in. New here in the chat? Awesome, man. Or woman, I appreciate you tuning in. You're from Colorado, all right? All right. Very good. Yeah, I'm from Massachusetts. That's why I'm a Celtics fan. As Irving hits his second of 3 free throws. But thanks for tuning in, Luxors. Much appreciated. And here comes the third attempt from Irving. He hits all 3. 78-71. The lead just keeps on expanding for the Brooklyn Nets. Here's Tatum. A triple. Got it. Tatum scores the first points of the second half for Boston. He's got 17 points tonight. Here is James Harden. 7 on the shot clock. Harden still keeping up the dribble. 2 seconds left. Way downtown. No good for 3 as the shot clock expired. Smart pushes it ahead. Tatum back to Smart. He'll find Fournier. Fournier into the lane. That shot is short. Your team's giving you a stroke. Denver is disappointing. Yeah, that's been a interesting series between the Nuggets and Trailblazers. Here's Durant. He connects on the 3. Do you also are you also a Colorado Avalanche fan, Luxers, or do you just follow basketball? Because the Avalanche are looking good. Their series with the Golden Knights actually started tonight as Tatum is fouled on the shot. Durant has whistled for the foul. 2 free throws for Tatum. Early third quarter, the Nets leading this one by 17. First free throw rattles in for Tatum. Remember, no Kemba Walker tonight for the Celtics. You mostly do basketball and soccer? Okay, yep. I am a soccer fan as well. Are you a Colorado Rapids fan, or do you mainly follow European soccer? I'm a New England Revolution fan. I'm a Boston sports fan all around. So both free throws good. It's a 15-point ball game. Harden, the no-look pass ahead to Durant. Durant out to Harden. And that 3 is good. Joe Harris knocks down the triple. It's an 18-point game. This is really getting out of reach for the Celtics. Here's Marcus Smart. Smart pulls up. No good. Tatum couldn't hit. Thompson secures the rebound, and it'll be a jump ball as they were tied up. And is that James Harden here? Yeah, that's Harden who's down in a bit of pain. He will slowly get up. European soccer, all right, very good. Yeah, I follow both MLS and European soccer. So, yeah. Oh yeah, Harden took an arm to the face from his teammate Blake Griffin there. Unintentional, of course, from Griffin. Harden appears to be all right. It will be Thompson and Griffin here in the tip. Yeah. And Thompson tugs down Griffin. That'll be a foul against him. Brooklyn ball. .9:20 left in the third. It's starting to look desperate for the Celtics. James Harden to Kevin Durant. Now Harden. Oh, between the legs pass, but in the end, that was the wrong decision. Griffin couldn't save it. Out of bounds as the Nets turn the ball over. Here's Marcus Smart. Tapped away by Harden. Smart keeps the dribble. What a pass that is. And a two-handed slam by Jason Tatum. Beautiful assist from Smart. I know, Luxers, but I'm a Celtics fan, so I'm trying to I'm going to keep hope to the very end, even though I know the Nets are going to win. As Irving misses the shot. No, I'm not doing Clippers Mavs. Unfortunately, no, Luxers. I did the U.S. men's national team for soccer, their game against Switzerland earlier, so I'm going to be done after this one between the Celtics and Nets. That'll be enough for me today. But Clippers Mavs should be good. The reason I picked this game is because I'm a Celtics fan. So, but I'll certainly be tuning into that Clippers Mavs game. But yeah, we do need those stops, Ben. We're just not getting them. As Smart misses the three. 8 minutes left in the quarter. Harden for Harris. Quick release. He can't connect on the three-point attempt. Now Marcus Smart the other way. Smart from way out. When that went in and out. The shots aren't falling either for the Celtics. Smart's missed his last 6 3-pointers. My goodness. Harden throws it away. The steal by Thompson. Ahead to Langford. Langford all the way in. Lost it on the way up. Controlled by Smart, but he throws it away. The steal by Harris. Harden finds Irving. Irving the scoop pass. Durant to Griffin. Griffin off the glass and in. And a timeout called by Brad Stevens. The Nets are absolutely rolling the Celtics right now. It's 86-68. An 18-point lead. I'll be back after this. Welcome back in, everybody. 86-68. The Nets are cruising right now against the Celtics. The only positive thing tonight is that it's a full capacity crowd at TD Garden for the first time in 14 months, but that's about it. Celtics obviously dealing with injuries. Jaylen Brown out for the playoffs with a wrist injury. Walker with a knee out tonight. Robert Williams with an ankle injury out tonight as well. Here is Langford. That's stolen by Irving. Now it's Irving the other way, finding Griffin, misses, but Irving's there to clean it up. He throws it down. It's a 20-point lead. Here now is Marcus Smart for Boston. 7 minutes left in the third quarter. Smart to Tatum. Tatum, the Euro step, gets inside and finishes. Nice move by Tatum. Here is Harden, guarded by Langford. Harden finds Durant. Kevin Durant will drive, fouled on his way up, and he'll shoot two. Yeah, I don't know. That Denver-Portland series, I definitely see that going 7, to be honest. Jeff Green on Brooklyn side of things out tonight. He has a left foot injury. He will be reevaluated in 7 days, so he's been out for the entirety of the series, of course. And we'll see what his status is for round 2. As long as Brooklyn make it to round 2, which we all expect them to do so. As Durant hits both free throws, it's back to a 20-point lead. Thanks for subscribing to the channel, Luxers. Greatly appreciate it. Thanks so much. As that's turned over by Boston. Here's Durant the other way. He'll find James Harden. Harden back to Durant. Step back shot. It's good. The lead keeps on getting larger. 92-70 now. Here's Marcus Smart. Smart kicks it out. That's turned over to Harden. Harden locked it down by Tatum. Tatum reaches in and will be called for the foul. Yeah, it's getting very ugly, Ben. It's getting very, very ugly. This is not pretty to watch. It's not surprising at the same time, is it? I mean, you know, the Nets were not happy about that loss on Friday. And they certainly came out ready to go tonight, that's for sure. As Harden's first free throw rolls in, the Nets already in the bonus at the midway point of the quarter. Yeah. Harden has 18 points, 2 rebounds, 9 assists as well. He'll make both free throws. It's a 24-point game. Yeah, exactly. Here's Grant Williams. Williams bounce pass to Tatum. Tatum spinning. The fadeaway. Good. Nicely done by Jason Tatum. He's got 25 points. What's going on, Num King? Who's winning? Brooklyn are. Yeah, it's 94-72. The Nets leading the Celtics in this one. It's becoming a blowout in front of our eyes. A pass inside. Brown with the finish. It's 96-72 Brooklyn. Here's Fournier. Fournier with a spin move. Lays it in, plus the foul. Yeah, yep. Yeah, the absence of Jaylen Brown hurts. And then, yeah, the fact that Danny Ainge just is so reluctant to make any moves, it's frustrating. We don't have a good enough team. Even with Brown healthy, we aren't a team who can compete for a championship. Oh, are you a Bucks fan, Numb King? You're a Milwaukee fan. Okay, I didn't know that. Yeah, it looks like you're gonna have to face the Nets. Smart's called for the foul here. Fournier, by the way, did knock down his free throw. It's a 21-point game. That's the third foul on Smart, and looks like a helpless look on the face of Brad Stevens over on the sideline. Free throw. First one is good. 4:37 left in the quarter. Really? You think the Bucks are better than the Nets Luxors? Very interesting. I mean, the way Milwaukee swept Miami, I will say, Milwaukee, you're looking pretty good. Yeah, that'll be a heck of a series, I think. Milwaukee, Brooklyn. I really hope the Bucks win that. I do. Here's Fournier. Banks it in. Yeah, the Bucks are certainly capable of beating the Nets. I just don't know if it'll happen. It could happen. I wouldn't be surprised if it did, but I would still put my money on Brooklyn. Fournier, 16 points, bounce pass down low, an easy 2 points for Bruce Brown. And the Nets have reached the 100 mark, and there's still 4 minutes left in the third. Wow. Fournier, an open look. Three-pointer is short. Bruce Brown, the rebound. Yeah, that should be a heck of a second-round series. Here's Irving for three. He connects. Kyrie Irving makes it a 26-point game. 103-77 with 3:40 left in the third. It's becoming even more than a blowout at this point. The Nets running away. I'll be back after this. All right, welcome back in, everybody. Yeah, it's been rough, Luxers. It's been a rough night, to say the least, for every Celtics fan. 103-77, Brooklyn up huge. 26-point lead, 3.5 left in the third. Here's Evan Fournier. Fournier crossover move. Couldn't convert the shot through traffic, and the rebound secured by Durant. Here's Kyrie Irving at the other end. Irving back to Durant. 10 on the shot clock. Durant backs it up. Now finds Harris. Harris driving. Unable to finish. And Tatum controls the rebound. Tatum working on Kyrie. And a foul called. So Tatum will shoot 2. Yeah, he did, Luxers. I mean, every player's going to say that, you know. It's not like he's going to say we're not a championship-aspired team, because that would just, you know, that would look bad on him. But, you know, he's always going to say that, but we all know that they're not. There's a lot of work to do with the Celtics team, with the roster as a whole, if they want to be a championship contender. Fournier will head to the bench. Tatum misses the first free throw. He has 26 points tonight. Sorry, he made the first free throw. I'm losing it. It's a blowout game. Sorry. I'm getting frustrated. So he goes 2 for 2. It's 103-79. Final minutes of quarter 3 now. Here's Kyrie Irving. Irving to Bruce Brown. Now Kevin Durant. Durant's defended by Jabari Parker. He pulls up, makes the shot at the baseline. And he has some choice words for the Boston bench. This 3 won't go for Tatum. Offensive rebound. The putback's good by Jabari Parker. 105-81. Oh, sorry. That scoreboard's way off. I'll update it at the end of the quarter. 2 minutes left. 105-81 Brooklyn. It's lobbed ahead for Durant, and a reach-in foul called against Parker. What a night for the Nets' big 3. And Durant not afraid to talk to the Celtics bench. First free throw good. That would be an interesting move, Luxers. I'm not sure if Markieff Morris is the type of guy I'd want to go after, but I certainly wouldn't be against trading Marcus Smart at all. I kind of think he's got to go, to be honest. I mean, I applaud his work ethic and all that, but he just drives me crazy sometimes. He thinks he's better than he is, and he chucks up way too many threes, and he's not that good of a shooter. And he hurts the team on the offensive end at times, as Williams dives for the ball. And that's tied up. What's going on, Mirix over on Twitch? Net sweep. Well, that's not possible, Mirix. The Celtics, they did win a game. They did win a game, believe it or not. They won game 3 on Friday night. But Nets in 5, I certainly could see. 139 left. How long have I been a Boston fan? I've been a Boston fan since the day I was born, pretty much. Yeah, I was born in Boston. I've grown up in the Boston area, anyways, and so I'm a diehard Boston sports fan. No, I do not like the Heat. No, I'm a Celtics fan. That's the only team I like in the NBA. I'm a Celtics fan. Not a fan of anyone else. I've been a Celtics fan since I was little since I am from Boston. So those free throws are good. It's 107-83. Here's Kyrie Irving. Final 80 seconds or so in the quarter. Sham at a corner three. He connects. The Nets just won't stop scoring, will they? It's now a 27-point lead. Nice spin move inside, and Tatum finishes. Look at the contrasting stats when it comes to three-point shooting. Brooklyn are 56% from beyond the arc. Boston just 27%. Irving with 6 to shoot, gets it to Durant. Durant's guarded by the rookie Nesmith. He'll shoot over him, and it's a swoosh. Durant just keeps on delivering at the offensive end. Now it's Tatum. Little hesitation, launches, and hits the three. Credit to Tatum, who keeps on doing his thing, even though the Celtics trail big. Durant has it for Brooklyn, guarded by Jabari Parker. 5 to shoot, poked away from Durant. Durant keeps the dribble, has to shoot. Can't do so in time. It's a shot clock violation. Great defending there by Jabari Parker for Boston. 9.1 left in the quarter. I'll get to that comment in more detail in a moment, Luxers. As here's Nesmith. He'll launch from downtown. It's good. Aaron Nesmith for three. 2.5 to go. Irving will launch from half court. No good at the buzzer. That's the end of the third. All right, let's go back to this comment. Yeah, I think that could happen, but I don't want to give up Jaylen Brown. Brown and Tatum, I think we have to keep, honestly. I mean, well, not have to, but I just be hesitant. We might have to if we want something to happen. We might have to give up Brown or Tatum. If we had to give up one of them, I guess it would be Brown. That would be an interesting move there, Luxers, no doubt about it. End of the third quarter, the Nets up big. They'll close out Game 4 next. We're going to the fourth quarter. The Brooklyn Nets leading by a large margin of 21 points. 112 points put up on the board by Brooklyn. And we still have another quarter left, folks. Yeah, I agree with you there, Ben. I could see that. I would definitely be for that. Although I don't know, bringing Rondo back, I just don't know if the Celtics would do that. I don't know, but Karl Anthony Towns, certainly, I'd like to see him come to Boston. Kevin Durant with 36 points tonight. Kyrie Irving with 31. And Durant and Irving both 11 for 11 at the line. Brooklyn as a team, 26 of 26. Irving and Durant contributing 22 of the 26 Brooklyn free throws as Nesmith is way off on the three. Yeah. I understand. I think I understand where both you guys are coming from for sure. As Irving launches again and connects once more. Another three. It's 115-91. That goes off of Grant Williams. Brooklyn get it back as the Celtics turn the ball over. Irving gets it to Harden. Harden back to Irving. Long range three. It's good again. Kyrie Irving having himself one heck of a game. 118-91. Here's Tatum. Passes it to the corner. Nesmith launches and hits the three. 118-93. Fourth quarter in its early stages, I should say. Here's Irving. Little stutter step move. Parker came in for the block. It will stay with Brooklyn. 8 on the shot clock. Looks like Kevin Durant's done for the night. No reason to put him back in with the score as it is. Irving's still out there. Wonder for how much longer. Here's Harris. Mid-range shot from the baseline off the mark. Parker the rebound. Parker ahead to Pritchard. Back to Parker. Mid-range shot. It rattles home. Jabari Parker getting some minutes off the bench and taking advantage. Into the final 10 minutes of play. Harden for three. It's good. Oh, my goodness. The Nets just hitting three after three at a rapid rate. 121-95. And Tatum's fouled. A bit of a late whistle, or else Harden would have been off to the races all by himself. But the Celtics will keep possession as Marcus Smart re-enters. Yeah, I'd like to have Beal as well. He's another one that I'd like to have, yeah. And Kyrie Irving checks out, so that will probably be it for him tonight. Harden does come back in as well as Durant. Okay, so I thought that was it for them too, but they're both back in for at least a few more minutes as the foul is called on that shot. Nope, rather it's on the floor foul here. Not a shooting foul. Williams finds Parker. Now it's Nesmith for three. Too strong. Battle for the rebound picked up by Smart, but a foul called before that against Brooklyn. Did George Hill retire? I don't even know. I completely forgot about George Hill. Yeah, I haven't heard his name in a year or two now. So I assume he did retire. As Neesmith connects on the open three. If he didn't retire, then I've got no clue what team he's on. Kevin Durant, meanwhile, looks like he got poked in the eye or something. He's visibly shaken up as a timeout's called by the Nets. I'll step aside. We'll see the status of Kevin Durant. All right, welcome back in, everybody. Oh, George Hill's with the Sixers. Oh, wow. Right. I completely forgot about that. I remember him with the Bucks like last year or something, or 2 years ago, but I completely forgot that he was with Philadelphia. That's right. Does he even play off the bench? I watched a little bit of that Sixers Wizards series, but I don't know if I even saw him play. But yeah, I thought you're right now. Now that rings a bell. Here is Kevin Durant, who appears to be all right. Fadeaway shot is short. The rebound secured by Peyton Pritchard. That's lost by Neesmith. Oh, what a steal. Pritchard took it away from Harden. Now Langford, open look. The three is good. And now the Celtics in triple digits. Still trailing by 20, however. 8:30 to go. Durant gets it to Harden. Now Harris dribbling the baseline. That shot won't fall. Rebound by Smart. And Smart's fouled as Harris prevents a fast break opportunity for Boston. Tatum currently out of the game. Currently on the bike staying loose. Kyrie Irving will come back onto the floor. Langford gets it to Smart. Spin move. Smart shot. No good, but a foul. Left-handed shot there for Marcus Smart, and he does earn a trip to the line. And wow, Boston are already in the bonus, so maybe there's a slim glimmer of hope for Boston. They can knock down a couple of threes, somehow get on a run. Things could get at least a little interesting. First free throw is good. Look at the upcoming NBA playoff schedule. Tomorrow at 7 Eastern time, it's Philadelphia in Washington, Game 4. Sixers with a chance to sweep. Then at 9:30 tomorrow, it's Utah and Memphis. 2-1. Utah are up in that series. Both free throws converted by Smart. It's an 18-point ball game. An 8-0 run here for Boston. Brooklyn were up by 27. Now it's an 18-point lead. But Durant hits the corner three, and the crowd is silenced at TD Garden. Smart step back shot. That three won't go, and Harden's there for the rebound. He'll slow it down. 7:30 to play. Harden bounce pass down low. Bruce Brown couldn't finish, but it's back with Harden. Behind the back pass, Durant another three, and it's good again. 127-103. My goodness. Oh, what a move by Pritchard. The step back three, and he connects. It's threes galore at TD Garden right now. Harden ahead to Brown, out to Irving. Irving can't hit this three for a change. A fast-paced game right now. Nesmith, scoop pass. Parker picks up his own rebound and throws it down. 127-107. Yeah, I know, Luxers. This fourth quarter has been awfully slow, hasn't it? Bruce Brown, floater, got it. Here's Marcus Smart on the right wing. Takes it to the baseline. Pass deflected off of Harris. It'll stay Celtics ball. Thanks, everyone, for stopping by tonight. Hope you all are having a great Memorial Day weekend. The weather's been pretty crappy here in New England, unfortunately. Here's Tatum. Tough shot. Won't fall. And grabbing the rebound was Harden. We're midway through the fourth quarter. Durant with 42 points. Irving has 37. Those two have gone off tonight. Bruce Brown fouled on the shot by Nesmith. Very little bench production from the Nets tonight, but they haven't needed it. As Brown hits the first free throw. It's been raining in Colorado. Yeah, same here. It's been raining literally all weekend, and it's going to be the same story tomorrow. And the temperature's been in like the high 40s, low 50s. Pretty miserable weather. It stinks because like the last couple of weeks, it's been really nice. It almost hit 90. The last week, New England weather is nuts. It can be like 90 degrees one day, and then it can be 40 and snowing the next day. Tatum converts that shot. He has 34 points. Bruce Brown charges inside and finishes at the rim. 133-109. Here's Smart. Smart into the lane, out to the corner. Nesmith a three. Got it. 21-point game. Harden sends it ahead to Durant. Durant, a great pass inside, but Bruce Brown's denied. The block by Jason Tatum. Now Smart, back to Tatum. Tatum shaking up Harden. His shot blocked. Now it's picked up by Pritchard. Pritchard back for Tatum, 10 to shoot. Tatum, bounce pass to the baseline, and on his way up, Parker's fouled. So Parker goes to the line to shoot two. First attempt is good. 4:40 left in the fourth quarter. Second one good. The fans at TD Garden chanting, "We want taco." Is it that time? We'll see. Here's Kevin Durant out to Harden. And that pass intercepted by Smart. Smart on the floor, gets it to Tatum. Tatum leading the way. Out it goes to Nesmith. Nesmith dribbles to the left. That's blocked by Harden. It'll stay Celtics ball. Yeah, thanks, David, for tuning in. Yeah, those subs are going up. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate everyone subscribing to the channel and tuning in. Thanks so much, guys. Timeout on the floor. Nets up by 19 with 4 minutes 33 seconds to go. I wish a minute 33. 4:33 left. I'll be back after this. All right, final 4.5 minutes are upon us in this game. The Brooklyn Nets are well on their way to a Game 4 victory to take a 3-1 series lead and be one win away from a spot in the second round of the NBA playoffs. The Milwaukee Bucks await the winner of this series. James Harden, by the way, tonight, 22 points, but most impressively, 17 assists, which is a playoff career high for him. Pritchard misses the three and a foul going out. Brooklyn ball. Durant and Smart going at each other a bit. The referee getting in between them as they continue to yap at each other. They're still going at it. And now Steve Nash is going to take Durant out here or what? No, they're going to – both of them will stay on. They're going to assess double technicals here. So a technical for both Durant and Smart. And now Harden's fouled, rather. 3:56 left. Here's Durant, pulls up, can't connect on the shot. Now here's Tatum the other way for Boston. Tatum blowing by Harden, and a foul on the shot. Another trip to the line for Jason Tatum. What's my favorite sport to do commentary on, David? That's a very good question. It's asked of me, quite often, which I understand. And I know you'll be disappointed in this answer, but honestly, there's not a favorite. There's not a favorite sport for me to commentate. I love doing all of them. They're all unique in their own way. I know that's a disappointing answer, but I honestly don't have a favorite sport. I like doing all of them, to be quite honest with you. Coming up next, it's Game 4 between the Clippers and Mavericks. Mavs with a 2-1 series lead. Shot clock at 1 here. Harden's shot won't go, but the follow-up tip is good from Irving. Back to a 19-point game. And with that bucket, the Nets reach 135 points, which is a franchise playoff record. Meanwhile, a goaltending call at the other end. This is one of the most high-scoring games I've ever seen in the playoffs, or in an NBA game in general, I think. Here's Harden. Final 3 minutes. Bounce pass inside, and Brown flushes it down. 137-118. Smart gets it to Tatum. Tatum's guarded tightly by Irving. Cross-court pass. Parker to the corner. Pritchard to three. He connects. Celtics have scored plenty tonight, but the lack of ability to stop the Nets offense, that's been the issue. When it comes down to it, 2:12 to play now. Here's James Harden. Harden defended by Pritchard. That's a steal by Tatum. Tatum will take it himself. High off the glass. A foul called. Pair of free throws again for Tatum. With 2:03 to play. Tatum with a quiet 36 points tonight. No Jaylen Brown for this entire postseason for the Celtics. First free throw is good. A 2:03 left, Lux. There's not 3:03. 2:03. But yeah, this quarter's dragged out considering the score. Here's Durant over to Harris. Harris hits the corner three for Brooklyn. Tatum draws the foul. He'll now shoot three. 94 seconds to go. The Nets up 140 to 123. You're going to listen to my Bruins commentary? All right. Yeah, that would be greatly appreciated, Ben. When's my next game? The Bruins play tomorrow, so I'll be on the call. Yeah, I've got nothing going on tomorrow either. Tomorrow night, anyways, when the game is. So the game's at 7:30 Eastern time, so 12:30 in the morning your time. But you do seem like a night owl, so I appreciate that for you tuning into my streams over in England, Ben. So yeah, I can't wait. Game 2 tomorrow for the Bruins Islanders. You can't wait for the Bruins commentary, David? I know. I'm super pumped. I love doing Bruins playoff games. There's nothing like it. So yep, game 2 will be tomorrow. It was a thrilling game 1 yesterday. A David Pastrnak hat trick. As Irving misses the 3. 1:05 remaining. Here's Jason Tatum. Tatum drives. That's stripped away. Irving comes up with the ball into the final minute of play now. And Harden will be fouled by Nesmith. And that will put him at the line. The Nets now over the limit. Or at least I believe. Yep. They are. Looks like we've got a timeout on the floor. Just so this fourth quarter can drag out a bit longer. 55.9 seconds remaining. 140, 125 the score. We'll update the scoreboard one last time before the game is final. All smiles on the Brooklyn Nets sideline. They know they're on their way to a 3-1 series lead. And look, it looks like the fans are getting their wish. Taco Fall is ready to come in, it appears. I'll have to explain some of the rules. All right. Yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. I understand that you have very little knowledge of ice hockey, being from England. Completely understandable. It's a great sport. It's fantastic. Once you invest in the sport and watch it, it's fantastic. I mean, it's so fast paced, some huge hits. It's a whole lot of fun. Especially, there's nothing like playoff hockey too. And what's crazy about playoff hockey, Ben, is that if a game goes to overtime, its first goal wins, and they play on and on and on until someone scores. So like last season, there was an epic 5 overtime game. and each overtime is the length of one period, which is 20 minutes. So 5 overtimes is essentially 2 2/3 games total, including the 3 periods. So it's 1 2/3 more games than the whole regulation game itself. It's crazy. Like 2 overtimes is 2/3 of a game. So you could have, if you play a full 2 overtimes, that's more than 1.5 games already. So it's crazy because sometimes no one can score a goal and the game goes on and on and on. It's rare that it goes to 3 overtimes. But sometimes you do have that marathon game, which is always crazy and insane. Yeah, that 5 overtime game last year was between Columbus and Tampa Bay. It was like 6.5 hours. It started at 3 in the afternoon and ended at like 9:30. At least it didn't start. At least it wasn't a night game, and it didn't start at 8 because that would have ended late. My goodness. As Tremont Waters heads to the line. First free throw rattles in. Yeah, pretty crazy stuff, Luxers. Playoff hockey is a lot of fun. I mean, I like the NBA and NHL playoffs, but the NHL playoffs I like a little bit more just because of how unpredictable it is. Like the NBA playoffs, the first round is usually pretty predictable for the most part. Sometimes even the second round. It depends. The NHL, though, it's just so unpredictable. It's I don't know. I definitely prefer the NHL playoffs, but I still watch the NBA playoffs, of course. And when the Celtics are in it, I watch every one of their games. Taco Fall is in, but he misses that pass as it's stripped away, and dribbling out the clock will be Mike James. And the buzzer will sound in a matter of seconds. James passes it off to Chris Chioza. Now it's into the hands of Johnson, and that is all she wrote. Coming up next, it's Clippers-Mavs Game 4, but that will do it for my broadcast. Hope you guys enjoyed. Obviously, a rough night for the Celtics as they fall in Game 4. The Nets take a commanding 3-1 series lead. Oh, yeah, penalty shootouts can be pretty epic, Lux. There's no doubt about that. All right, well, it's been a fun weekend of broadcasts. Unfortunately, the Celtics have come up short. I will be back tomorrow night, 7:30 Eastern Time, for the Bruins-Islanders Game 2. Hopefully the Bruins can cheer me back up. Yep, cheers to you, Ben. Cheers to everyone. Thanks, Crow, for tuning in as well. Good night, Luxers. So long, everybody. Enjoy your night. Brooklyn Nets.